guys doing? Welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, you join me for a point of view drive. You've seen it in the title of the video, but before we go out for the drive, I'm going to tell you the modifications that have been done to this car before we head out. So if you are looking into buying an MX-5 or even buying the exhaust that is on this MX-5, well, it's perfect because I'm going to run into some of the modifications. Now, I do have a Mark 1 point of view when I did own a Mark 1. I am going to get one at some point, but when I did own a Mark 1, I'd done a point of view, so if you want to look for that, be sure to go search it on the channel and you'll be able to find it. So let's run into the modifications that are done to my Mark II MX-5. Now, I'm going to run into everything that I've done and also that came with the car, because even if it's not a performance mod, I'm going to say it anyway. One of them being the Jap number plate, so that's the first mod. We got the induction kit being a K&N Typhoon induction kit. We got the Mishimoto radiator, and we've also got loads of red piping. By the way, this is the 1.8 VVT, so it's a little bit quicker than all my other ones. I haven't really noticed a massive difference. You are looking at a 1.6 or 1.8. I wouldn't stress too much because there's not a lot in them, I'll be completely honest. There's not a lot, but we've got the red piping. This has also been sprayed. This was all done when I bought the car, but the induction kit, that's the thing that I added recently. Being about 2 days ago, I put that on. But yeah, everything you're seeing under there was exactly how I bought the car. Going on to the interior, I have changed the gear knob, the steering wheel, I got the phone mount. These are leather heated seats, and I also have changed the speedometer bulbs to rainbow. So let me turn that on. There's a better look. They don't look very bright because the roof is down, but I can assure you when the roof is up and you are driving down, let's say a dark road, the lights honestly look well cool. Now, it took me owning 2 of these before I owned this one to actually know you could change them lights. So for anyone interested, you can do that to a Mark II. It also has upgraded brake pads and brake discs. The brake pads being EBC. Not sure what the discs are, but that is front and back. Now, if we go onto the rear, you'll also see the halo rear lights. Done that myself. Got the Malian exhaust. When I bought the car, it actually had a different exhaust system, but it was too quiet. That was a catback exhaust I had on before, but this is just a Malian back box. So I changed that. It's a lot louder, but I prefer the Jap Cannon look. Roundabout, we're probably going to go right. Filming this video at 10 o'clock at night pretty much, there'd be no one about, but I was wrong. There is now a Tesla going, well, 40 mile an hour in a 60. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, we're in third gear, and as you can tell it's quite loud, but me loving all loud exhausts, I love being in this car. Yeah, the Tesla can't really do nothing because there's a van that's going so bloody slow. But yeah, the exhaust, to some people, honestly, they might find it very annoying. To me, I don't. I love the exhaust. If not, probably want it a bit louder. I have the midsection in the shed, so I could just put that on at any time, and it makes this car very, very loud. We're going to go left and we're going to ditch these cars because they're very, very annoying. Second gear. You can slightly hear the induction kit. It sounds a bit beefier up front. Nothing beats this completely naturally aspirated MX-5 compared to the 300 brake horsepower S3. Even if it did make the turbo noises, this is much more fun. Just completely raw sound of the MX-5. Love it, honestly. You also do have the naturally pops from this car as well, and I'm not sure if it flames, but it sounds well cool. We're behind another car. I thought filming this there'd be no one, but I was wrong. I was completely wrong. Left here. I've been down here before. Can't remember where it ends up. I think there's honestly a really nice house down here on the right. It's not that one. It's like a dream house, and I don't think the lights are going to be on outside, but it's like the dream house. It's in the middle of nowhere, and the lights look well cool. Yeah, all the lights are turned off, but it's a proper dreamy house. Bumpy roads. Can you believe in the UK, because I do have American viewers and people from Australia and Spain. Well, oh, what was that? I thought that was a bat. This is a 60-mile-an-hour road, and you wouldn't think it. We're in second gear now, and don't get me wrong, the car is quite loud, but like I mentioned, I absolutely love the car being this loud. Oh, it is so fun. So fun. I love it. Had a little pop burble back there. What we do is we go, I just went into a 30, didn't want to go left, but here we go, we're in, going left. We're in third gear. There we go, pretty much 50 mile an hour back up to the speed limit. We need some country roads, but I don't know where I am. Here we go. See, we're in fifth gear, and you can happily cruise, and it's not that loud. I mean, it depends how the camera's picking it up, and depends what people think of quiet. To me, this is all right. New battery in. GoPro has cooled down. I've learnt my lesson before. My GoPro always overheats, so here we go. New battery in. We should be good to go. This chair, so annoying against the bar at the back. I do want to get the TR lane cage. I did have it on my Mark 1, but for this, like I said, I'm getting a Mark 1 at some point anyway, so is there any point? I get it, the safety aspect, but then again, I don't think it's going to be very long until I do find myself a Mark 1 eventually. It will happen. Pick up quite well, to be honest. It's always that corner. That corner gets me every time. Oh, look at that driveway there. On his bike, how does he expect to ride down here? It's pitch black. Crazy. change to green. There we go. So I've just pulled over. I'm going to let the car cool down, but I am going to end this point of view drive here. If you are looking for an MX5, just remember this is the 1.8 VVT. If you are looking at a 1.6, honestly, do not be put off by it. There's not a lot of difference in between them all. Like when I had the 1.6, I thought there's going to be a big difference when I get the 1.8, but honestly, there actually isn't. Like, there isn't. So yeah, that was it. I probably should film some more videos on this because it is a blast to drive. I do enjoy. I don't drive it enough. This is my problem. When I had 3 cars, I don't drive any of them. This is supposed to be the weekend car, but as you know, I drive my daily to the shows and to work and back, where this doesn't really get used that much. But yeah, it's a brilliant car, honestly. I like them too much. It's a shame it's not got a pop-up lights and it's not a Mark 1 MX5. But there we have it, the Mark II. Now, if you do want to see more videos, be sure to drop it down in the comments. What videos do you want to see? Because honestly, I'm down to film point of view drives. They're some of my funnest videos to film on the cars, because you get to experience the car with me and see how it is to drive an MX5. I know it's not the same thing if you just actually get behind the wheel, but it gives you a good insight on what it drives like. But yeah, hopefully you have all enjoyed anyway. That was it from me, from the MX5. But yeah, if you are new to my channel, please be sure to drop a like and also subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram. It's really much appreciated. We're very close to 10,000, and if we could hit it, that would be sick. So I appreciate all the support. But yeah, I'll catch you all in my next video.